Something big is happening. There's no other way to describe it. The reality now feels like 4D-ish on a physical level, very a lot less physical and a lot more etheric. And that is just a sign of all of the ascension energy that we are receiving. Plus, it's all the work that you've been doing for years, clearing your body of just trauma, right? In density, dense energy. And that is now manifesting into the field, and it is sending these like shock waves through the field that is causing all of that remaining hidden density to be released. And the planet's vibration is increasing. And as that's happening, you are going to feel like you are living in an etheric world. It's going to be a lot less physical than it was from years and years ago. You're going to feel almost dreamlike. That's what I've been experiencing lately. There's been still a lot of old energy coming up, and it's so important to work through that. We never really leave that behind completely. It sticks with us. It's part of our cellular memory, and it's going to reactivate on occasion so that you can bring more consciousness to it. Now, that is exactly what we are working on in my Anew You program. If you have not registered for my free webinar, my free masterclass, definitely do so. I have a link in the description. So check that out. You'll learn more about my program and the amazing things that we're learning in that. So the best way to describe what's happening really is, as I've mentioned before in other videos, we're kind of like in this vortex of a birth canal, and you're going to get compressed as you move into there. Think of you're moving in from the old and you're going to come out the new. Now we know New Earth is not a place, it is a vibration. It's a frequency, like tuning into a radio dial. But in order to tune into the dial, you got to clear away all the static so you can get a clear connection with it, right? So the healing that you may be going through now, a lot of the old stuff that's coming up is part of the process of allowing you to continue to push your way through. And I've often called that a birth canal, because you're going to get compressed before you arrive in the new world. Just like when you came in here, you were born through the birth canal, right? Compressed and squeezed. So the same thing's happening as we step into these new earth frequencies. We've got all of these amazing activations. We've got 3-Eye Atlas, crown activations. I talked about that in my last video. If you have not seen that yet, go ahead and definitely check that out. But we are just becoming more wave and less particle. And that is just simply because we are starting to vibrate faster. The faster you vibrate, the more space is created and the less physical you become. And that causes your reality to become a lot less physical and more etheric. So again, 4D-ish, very, very dreamlike. Now I know I've been having weird dreams, really lucid dreams lately, and sleep patterns are certainly off. Been a little bit more active at night and a little bit less active during the day. My body is saying, okay, it's time to rest. We're doing so much work at night while we're sleeping that during the day we got to kind of slow it down a little bit from time to time to give our body a chance to catch up. So I've been finding sleep has been active and not very restful. That's been happening for a while, but we keep getting these activations. So think of yourself as like a battery that's being supercharged. So when a battery takes on a lot of charge, what happens is it has to ground that, right? So you've got to ground that it's like a circuit into the earth. So right now, because again, with 3-Eye Atlas, all these activations we're receiving and from the sun, it's important to get that energy into the earth. It's coming down through your body. And if you don't ground into the earth, your field's going to kind of go like this, and you're going to float out into it. You're going to feel really ungrounded and etheric. Okay, so bring it back to the physical. I know the physical body is rising vibrationally as well, but you want to anchor consciousness into it and anchor it into the planet so that you can bring what is available to you down here. Remember, that's why you're here. That's the experience that you came here to have. It's to bring all of that here. Your higher self, your guides, your star guides, they're waiting for you to raise your vibration. So bring that energy in, anchor it into the planet, create a higher vibrational you, a higher vibrational field, so that these higher dimensional aspects of you, the multidimensional you, can start to manifest in your experience. Okay? And again, that's going to happen when we start coming out of that birth canal that we're being squeezed through right now. So the earth is no longer able to really hold a lot of that old control matrix energy. That is just being flushed out. It's being flushed out into the field for you and me, all the other light workers and starseeds to alchemize. All right. So it's important to hold space for people, hold a high vibrational space for people that may be struggling. Okay. Because they need to be reminded through a reflection from you of the truth of who they are when they find that they're having a hard time trying to live within an old system, one that feels safe, one that they just know and can rely on. As that system falls apart, that's going to create a lot of upheaval or chaos within. So they're going to need to be able to experience stable, anchored, grounded energy. So you become that stable, anchored, grounded new you, so that you can show up as the reflection back to them of who they forgot that they were, which is a multidimensional, divine, energetic being. So that is your role as we're heading into the end of the year, as we're getting towards the solstice, the winter solstice here in the northern hemisphere. You're going to feel more of that compression, right? And then you're going to feel more of that expansion, and you're going to experience a lot of chaotic energy inside. You may experience some chaos outside. Ground into the planet, anchor the light. That's your field in your body, making space for all of that light. If you could stabilize yourself and anchor it in and keep your vibration as high as possible, you're going to help alchemize the collective energy and make that stable energy, stability, available to others who may be struggling, because there are so many people right now that, again, all that they remember in this lifetime is that old, controlled, controlling matrix, disempowering reality that we are now stepping out of, right? People are being asked to take their power back, to become sovereign and rely less on external situations and institutions, right? But that could be very scary when all you're used to is living in that perspective of interacting and surviving within a controlled matrix structure that is falling apart, okay? As people learn to take their power back, they're going to have to shed all of those beliefs that told them that that's how reality works. There is a new reality that is grounding and anchoring. It's coming in through you. And it's a very powerful time right now, very important time to work on yourself, rest as needed. These are powerful energies coming in. We've got a lot of interactions from many different things affecting you right now. Rest when you need to and stay hydrated. Ground, right? Stretch, breathe, bring it back to the body. Stabilize your energy so that you can show up as that new earth representative that you know that you are. And the more of us that do that, the more people out there are going to realize that they are that as well. And that's going to help them to let go of the old that is falling away and start to embrace the new. So again, if you want to learn more about my New You program and how we navigate all these energies and we learn how to stay stable and anchored and grounded so that we can open up more to our intuition, our higher self, and our guides, check out that link in the description for my free masterclass. I hope to see you there.